This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. After 500 years of separation, and after many attempts by the Catholic Church to bring Lutherans back into Rome, including a 30-year war, the establishment of the Jesuits, whose mission is to undo all that Protestantism has done, and other tactics, the Roman Catholic and Lutheran churches are now contemplating taking communion together. The Council of the General Synod and the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Canada, the ELCIC, discussed the commemoration in 2017 of the 500th anniversary of the Reformation on November 14. They had taken an extremely important step the previous month. On October 30, in jointly issuing a document entitled Declaration on the Way, Church, Ministry, and Eucharist, they called for the Pontifical Council for Promoting Christian Unity and the Lutheran World Federation to create a process and timetable to address outstanding issues between them. They are also seeking more opportunities to take communion together. Non-Roman Catholics are occasionally, though rarely, given communion by Catholic priests in certain circumstances. If that comes to fruition, we've reached a major milestone. The increasing rapprochement between Lutherans and Catholics in recent years has symbolically encouraged the leaders of both sides. The release of Declaration on the Way is one sign. Another is a recent tweet by Pope Francis on Martin Luther's birthday, November 10, in which he used the phrase Semper Reformanda, a clear allusion to the early Lutheran rallying cry. Ecclesia Semper Reformanda est, meaning the church must always be reformed. The tweet warmed the hearts of Lutheran ecumenists. Another sign that rapprochement is near is the fact that Lutherans and Roman Catholics are labeling the events planned for 2017 as a commemoration of the beginning of the Reformation, not a celebration. This is a choice of words that places guilt on the Lutherans for being loyal to the Bible. It delighted me enormously to hear the Holy Father use the words, said Reverend Andre Laverne, assistant to the bishop, Ecumenical and Interfaith ELCIC. That was not an accident. There are no such accidents, he added with a smile. Another anniversary in 2017 will mark the beginning of the ecumenical dialogue between the Roman Catholic and Lutheran churches, which started in the 1960s after Second Vatican Council that initiated the ecumenical movement. Described as a new spirit that swept through the Catholic Church and led it to open its windows and doors to a world beyond itself and invite conversation. The ELCIC commemoration is very much built on the ecumenical dialogue proffered by the Vatican, Laverne said. The discussion also centered around the landmark Joint Declaration on the Doctrine of Justification, the JDDI, a key foundation agreement in which Roman Catholic, Lutheran, ecumenical dialogue and understanding was released in 1999. The document declares that Catholics and Lutherans have reached consensus on the basic ideas around the doctrine of justification, which was at the center of the separation at the Reformation. Previously, the World Methodist Council had adopted the theological statement, and the Anglican Consultative Council is contemplating a similar gesture, which it will discuss at its meeting in Lusaka, Zambia in 2016. Who knows what tomorrow will bring in a place where 500 years after the Reformation, Lutherans and Catholics are talking about communion together, said Laverne. The Roman Church now presents a fair front to the world, covering with apologies her record of horrible cruelties. She's clothed herself in Christ-like garments, but she is unchanged. Every principle of the papacy that existed in past ages exists today. The doctrines devised in the darkest ages are still held. Let none deceive themselves. The papacy that the Protestants are now so ready to honor is the same that ruled the world in the days of the Reformation, when men of God stood up at the peril of their lives to expose her iniquity. She possesses the same pride and arrogant assumption that lorded it over kings and princes and claimed the prerogatives of God. Her spirit is no less cruel and despotic now than when she crushed out human liberty and slew the saints of the Most High. That's Great Controversy, page 571. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.